starts, why Upanishad, all these things Shankaracharya is explaining in now.
Introduction.
On the introduction.
Right. So, see, suppose you've gone to a series of talks on Ramayana and studying a book called Sankshepa Ramayana. Okay. The person is not going to suddenly, as soon as you enter, start from sloka number 1. Person is going to give an introduction. Ramayanam means Valmiki Ramayanam, and Valmiki Ramayana is the story of Rama, and then Sita. All of you know the story. And then the Valmiki Ramayanam is 64,000 verses or 24,000 slokas. The Sankshepa Ramayanam is even smaller. It is 1,000 slokas. Like this, some introduction has to be given. Because the Sankshepa Ramayanam text will not give that introduction. Will not talk about Valmiki. Correct? So the speaker has to give that introduction. The writer of the book has to give the introduction. Preface. 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 Somebody has to write. And a preface, typically preface written by somebody else, right? Typically, not the author. Author can give a preface, but the author gives the book to another scholar and say, you please write a preface for this book. And the author says this book is about this, and the author has done a good job of this, etc., etc. Correct? Preface. So like that. So here the Shankaracharya has a lot of freedom. Bhagavad Gita, he gives an introduction. He's saying things like, why am I writing a commentary to Bhagavad Gita? Because there are some commentaries and there are all contradictory commentaries are there, and there is a lot of confusion around it. Therefore, I am choosing to write a commentary of Bhagavad Gita. Justify. You have to justify your actions, correct? So they have to justify. So like this, in this case, it just happens to be, by the way, this introduction is not even big. So within the 2 pages, it's over. Okay, 3 pages. At least in this book, it is 3 pages. It's over. But introductions can be even much longer than that, much bigger. 5, 6, 10 pages, 15 pages of introduction can be there in some Upanishads.
I mean, it's if you see any explanation on Katha Upanishad, that is how it is. So I was wondering, like, first at least 5 to 10 pages, it's like that. So I was wondering, later on, is Shankaracharya going to refer the introduction also?
Later on what?
Later on, is he going to refer the introduction, why he did say like this here?
No. See, here what did he say? He's telling us, he's choosing to tell us the meaning of the word Upanishad in this introduction. Other Upanishads is not going to give the same thing again and again and again. No, it's not going to happen. This is the only Upanishad where he's giving us the meaning of the word Upanishad.
Okay.
Other Upanishads will have different introductions. Okay. And in this Upanishad also, no, there is no need to refer to this definition.
All right.
Maybe he will refer. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see and see if we encounter anything. Okay.
Jayakumar ji, one request.
Yeah.
Before starting, can you please summarize the introduction? So far, it is very difficult to catch what he is trying to tell. For me, you have tried so much, so hard, even with the numbers and everything. That sentence makes sense. Next sentence, it doesn't make any connection.
Yeah. So it's easy to lose track of what's going on. Yeah, definitely. I'll do my best.
Please.
Summarize. And I mean, today I summarized. I started the class with a summary of the last thing that we did, which is first meaning of Upanishad. Okay. And then only I did the remaining, correct? Yes. So next class, you all will study the notes that you have written down, and then one of you will tell the summary, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Hariprasad ji is going to do it.
Jayakumar ji, I had a question.
Who said yes?
I did.
Hariprasad.
Hariprasad ji. Yeah, Hariprasad ji will study, and then I mean, all of you should study. Arat Prasad ji cannot give us moksha. I cannot give you moksha. Not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. None of us can give exchange moksha. You know, all this thing not for. We have to do our own study. And therefore,
No, it's $50 a piece, moksha.
$50 a piece. You know, America is good at putting a price on everything.
How many
And
pieces?
when I was working, they used to say, he's such a great negotiator and such a guy, he will sell his mother for a penny, it seems. I heard this phrase before. I said,
That's correct.
I was a bit,
And that say is there. You're right.
mother for a penny. So I felt so awkward when I heard that. But yeah, it's there. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll summarize it, and everybody, it helps to go back to your notes, at least for a few minutes, look back to your notes. So at least before coming to class, oh, this is what we did last class. Okay, okay. 3 meanings, dhatu. Okay, what the first meaning, second meaning. What is the third meaning again? Oh, Agni Vidya, Homa, going to Swarga. Oh, because this Vidya takes that person to Swarga, it's called Brahma Vidya, and therefore Upanishad is called Brahma Vidya. Okay. So that logic and all is, the way Shankara thinks is amazing. And so it helps us think properly. It helps us think properly. It's not that we don't know how to think, but we jump, you know, like short circuit. We just go. And then that Shankara will stop us from short circuit. Yeah.
Oh,
I had
can
a
I ask?
question about the third meaning.
Huh?
Yes, about the third meaning.
Yeah.
Agni Vidya is also called Upanishad because it gives us apekshik moksha and sends us to Swarga, it is said over here. But generally we know that Agni Vidya is part of the Karma Kanda and not of the Jnana Kanda. So how can it be called that Agni Vidya is also Upanishad?
Yeah. So that's why he said he is giving the word Upanishad, and it is apekshika moksha. It's not real moksha. He's saying we'll call it as Brahma Vidya. It is Saguna Brahma Vidya, and it is Ishvara Vidya, no doubt. But it is apekshika moksha.
So part of the Karma Kanda is also Brahma Vidya?
Karma Kanda, everything that is mentioned in the Karma Kanda is karma, which gives karma phalam, which includes Swarga, etc. And all of that is what? Anityam. Anityam. And so we understand that. Therefore, this one, this Agni Vidya also, the phalam it produces is Anityam only. That's why he says loosening. He doesn't say Visharanam. Loosening. It helps you. It releases you from problems temporarily.
Okay. So technically it is also Brahma Vidya.
No, so that is Saguna Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya literally means Nirguna Brahma Vidya.
Okay.
Nirguna Brahma Vidya. So here it is Saguna Brahma Vidya.
Okay.
So Nirguna Brahma Vidya is Brahma Vidya. Saguna Brahma Vidya also can be called Brahma Vidya. Nobody can say no to that. And therefore I'm choosing to call this Saguna Brahma Vidya as Brahma Vidya. And so let us call Upanishad as, but knowing very well that technically you can't call this as Nirguna Brahma Vidya. You can call it Saguna Brahma Vidya. And in any case, in this Upanishad, the details of the Agni Vidya are not given. Because if the details are given, how the Yaga Kunda must be constructed, what mantras to chant when you carry the bricks to the Yaga Kunda, Homa Kunda, okay? And all the details must be given. How many times you have to do this Argyam, everything will be said. How many Veda Pandits must be there? Udghatri, this one, Brahma, Adhvaryu, okay, Hota, all these ritviks are required. How many are required? Where, how they should sit, what direction? All the things must be mentioned. Nothing is mentioned in this Upanishad. Just answering the question, and that's how it goes. So we can still call it Upanishad. Any other question? Yeah.
Can you give me the names of person whom we can contact?
Okay, do one thing. Raise
Yeah.
your hand on the computer. Raise your
Yeah.
hand.
I have already raised.
Okay, let me call your name because there are many hand raised. Okay.
I am Hari.
Yeah, that's go ahead, Hari. Hara and Hari both are raising their hands.
No, can you give us the name of persons whom we can contact?
Definitely, I'll put it in the. You are in the signal. You are in the WhatsApp group, right?
Yeah, in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Okay.
Sure, Hariji. Thank you. Haraprasad.
Mahodaya, I have a few questions. So Nanu is equivalent to a Purva Pakshi. Same. They are kind of a synonyms.
Correct. No. On the other hand, but then, that's an objection. Wait a minute, but then, Nanu. That's the way to understand.
Okay. I got it.
Nanu does not mean Purupakshi.
I see.
No, it doesn't mean that.
Okay.
It means
So it means on the other hand.
On the other hand,
hand. Okay.
But then I've heard something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I have an alternate view.
Yeah. Got it. And why is
Does it?
Why is Jata Vedaha, that is Agni, is known as the knower of Vedas? What is the connection of?
There is some story. Okay, I don't know the story. Where I've heard there's a story where the Agni is known to be the creator of the Vedas. Okay, maybe a simple story. Maybe many people know it. Many of you might know this also, but I don't know that. And so that's why he's called Jata Veda.
Yeah, knower. Okay.
In the Kāṭhopaniṣad, this Yaksha comes. Yaksha comes, and these people, these devas, what happened? They are victorious over the asuras, and then they celebrate over drinks, and then they are saying, "Look, who are we? Who do you think we are? We have won over asuras." And then it seems they are intoxicated with pride and Vijaya, Asmakam Vijaya. This is our victory, like that they were saying it seems. And then the Yaksha wanted to teach them a lesson, and so suddenly a bright light came. And then Indra said, "Hey Agni, go find out who that is." So Agni comes and meets the Yaksha. Yaksha says, "Who are you?" And Agni says, "Aham Agnihi Asmi." I'm Agni. Okay, you're Agni. So tell me, give me your resume. Who are you? Tell me more about yourself. What can you do? Then he says, "Aham Jata Vedaha. Jata Vedaha api aham asmi." I am called Jata Veda also, by the way. Means he's telling, I've written the Vedas. Do you know that? I've written the Vedas. And then, okay, oh, I see. What other qualifications do you have? Sarva Javena, I can burn the entire universe. Oh, you can burn the entire universe. Okay, here, take this blade of grass. Burn this grass. What? I told you I can burn the whole universe. No, just burn this grass and show it to me. And then it seems Agni, Sarva Javena, with all his strength, he's trying to burn the grass. That blade didn't burn. And then he just quietly walks away. Walks away and tells Indra, "Aham." So there's some words. I couldn't find out who this Yaksha is. Like that, the story goes. So there the Jata Veda comes. And that's why I recalled it when I was looking at it yesterday.
Okay. And the other question is, you mentioned in a couple of classes before that there are 24,000 slokas in Ramayana, and in the first akshara of the 1,000th slokas are taken, so 24 aksharas, and that forms the Gayatri mantra. And what Ramayana is this? This 24,000 where it is taken like this?
It is called Gayatri Ramayana. Not Gayatri Ramayana. So like Tat Sa Vitur Varenyam, etc. If you count, there are 24 letters. Okay.
Oh.
And so Ta must be the first sloka. tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidam varam narada paripapracha valmikirmunipungavam ta. So like that, 1000th, then 2000th, like that. I've not done that exercise, but it will be interesting. Those of you who have the Valmiki Ramayana can do that and see if it works out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And the last question I have is, why is, I want to know the explanation for, I know what is Jihva Muliya is, but what is Upadmaniya? How is that word coined? And what is the meaning of the words?
Okay. Upadmaniya, actual meaning I need to look up. Okay. Jihva Muliya. Jihva Muliya. That which is coming from the bottom of the throat. Jihva, where the tongue goes, and suppose somebody asks, where does the tongue generate from? So you have to go to that root, mula, root of the tongue. And from the tongue, the sound comes.
Right.
Okay. So from the tongue, Ramaha Khadati. Rama Khadati. So it has to, like you're coughing, you know. So it comes from the base of the throat. Therefore, Jihva Muliyaha. I mean, I need to look at this one. Any other meaning they've given or not, we need to see. But this is just my guess. Jihva Muliyaha. And then Upadmaniyaha, I don't know. I need to look at the etymology of Upadmaniyaha. And so Ramaha Patati. Ramaf Patati. Ramaf Patati. That is Upadmaniyaha.
Right. Dhanyavadaha, Mahodaya.
Yeah. Yeah, Hema Shankarji.
This Durga Suktam also, it starts, no? Jata Vedasi.
Correct. Jata Vedo, Jata Ved.
Vedase Sunama.
Savama. Soma Marati, Yato Nidaha, Tivedaha. Yeah, correct. Durga Suktam. And so there, we need to see the meaning of that sentence, see what is being said there. Correct.
Yeah, even Durga Suktam is actually about Agni, right? A lot of it is about Agni Deva. So that part is Agni Varnam.
Agni Varnam Tapasa Jalanti Vairocine Durgam Devi.
Durga is Agni Varnam.
Sharanam Prapadye Sutarasitara Se Namaha Agni
Kamparayana Asman.
You're right. I didn't correct. There is we need to look into the meaning. Be interesting.
So Jataha Vedaha Yasmat Saha Jata Vedas.
Jataha Vedaha Yasmat Saha Jata Vedaha. Correct. That is the samasa. Yeah, any other questions? Okay. Prasad, did you have a question or you're
I'm sorry. I should. Okay.
Okay, so we'll stop with this. And so what happens is now on July 13th, we have Guru Purnima. So as we always do, we're going to celebrate Guru Purnima by invoking Vyasa Maharshi. So we will do a puja. So do puja of Vyasa. Keep ready. Those who want to do the puja, keep your puja samagri, etc. ready, and we will jointly do the puja. Then we are happy to note that Swamini Sumatmanandaji has agreed to give us a pravachanam on that day, on the occasion of Vyasa Puja. And but she is busy on the morning, Wednesday morning IST, she is busy. And so I've requested her to talk on Thursday morning. So Thursday, that will be 14th, I think, July 14th. And what we'll have to do is we'll have to see, I don't want to cancel the class. I don't want to replace the class with that. I'm wondering if we can have the class followed by a pravachan, something like that. And so whether a shorter class, start the class early or something, maybe 6 to 7 class, and then 7 to 8 can be a pravachan, something like that. Yeah. So will that work for most of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Earlier class would be good for me at least.
Okay. So we'll probably do that. We will start the class. I'll talk to Swamiji also and how comfortable, what is her timing, and then we'll come to a conclusion. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amritakalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amritakalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amritakalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jayakumar.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Dhanyavad.